that makes sense. That makes a very logical sense for where it should be. You know, just. Okay. Goodbye, OBS. I'm messing around way too much. Whoop. Okay, I should probably stop. Okay, so, I really hope this doesn't, that's a feedback loop. Oh, right, yeah, power regulators and SRPs and stuff. My eyes. Oh, my eye, rather. Okay, I'm probably gonna head back and mess with my cutter. Plotted.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's gonna be a stream, roughly 3 weeks, I don't know, for getting the cargo hauling merits, so I can get prismatic shields. Should probably also do a bit more trade, recoup my money.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't actually know if that's a keyboard shortcut. If it is, I can't tell you. I grew up playing with my hands on throttle and stick. I know the shortcuts. My eyes hurt so much. I need I was looking at my phone. Oh, okay. I thought I was screwed. I was asking my friend if he could play. Time to watch the stream replay of that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, that's what I use my iPad for. If you hear any feedback loops, it's because I'm watching this on my iPad. To monitor chat.
Ready to engage.
I don't have any plugins.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Stupid, I'm making more money. Meet.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's just grind. The entire game is grind. That's basically it. I need to get my ice back or something. That was me slamming my throttle back. I'm gonna go grab an ice pack. My hurts so much. Okay. Oh, that feels. Yes. Feels mildly better.
Four, three, two,
I just saw me return.
fuel scooping.
So that like gives me an idea of speeding delay.
Fuel scooping complete.
On my iPad, so I can turn the ice back. So
Frameshift drive charging.
I like it checked out, but yeah, I just did the system scan complaint thing. The heck? I
Ready to
didn't
engage.
re-press the button, it just straight up restarted.
4,
Wait, can you start the scan?
Two.
Alright, not really better.
Fuel scooping.
11 more jumps, that's one more than the amount I needed to do to get there.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
And at least I'll have a ton of exploration.
Frameshift drive charging.
I need more data mine to wake
4,
exceptions.
3, 2, 1.
I have to see hop on an experimental effect that I have no idea what does. It just increases the optimized mass. It appears to increase jump range.
Fuel
Here
scooping.
sounds as the ice pack does my headset. My hurts
Fuel scooping complete.
so much. Okay, just gonna keep this.
Frameshift drive
Yeah.
charging. Four, three, two,
It's just a little lighter than this one, just for just access for the game. So we're
Module repaired.
Can't repair that. It needs shut off.
Module repaired. 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 Module repaired.
It takes longer to boot up than Windows XP. I honestly don't know how long Windows XP takes to boot up.
Module repaired.
Stupid old joke that makes zero sense. Okay. Wait. Molybdenum. Oh, that's a lot, but it's incredibly fast. I might need to go mining for materials, so yeah. It's probably an anger everyone who actually plays this game properly.
Module
Have
repaired.
to be watching, but
Module repaired. Shields offline. Module repaired. Thrusters online.
okay. I think that's everything. Other than power plant, which I can't repair.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
I still don't know
Frameshift
what
drive
the
charging.
fuel scoop amount is. Is it like that somebody hundredths of a ton you're scooping per second? Or is it something else?
4, 3, 2, 1. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Graham revive Bard. That makes sense. I'd like to see my friends
4,
start.
3, 2, 1.
Um, need 8 hardware diagnostic sensors. Wait, no. Distance. No, because fleet cameras can move. Okay. I'm just gonna go with this.
Frameshift drive charging.
The Guardian Beacon system? Wait, no, because the Guardian Beacon is a different system, and I've scanned it, and it's an orbiter. I mean, yeah, I could grab some materials. I'll grab them when I'm back in the bubble. It's fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Getting escape.
2, 1.
Escape to leave things instead of back. Because if you play escape, it doesn't open menu screens in games if you're just leaving a menu. That's what it takes about 15 seconds.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Hello, Star.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I'm not melting, it's fine. There's not smoke coming off the controls either, so... Who cares? Oh, 4 jumps, that's not that bad. May as well on to discover the system. Pop. Close enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
The rest is probably behind ourselves. Leave the solar plane.
Ready to engage.
Throttle down. And oh. Oh. Really? Oh. Spotted something. Oh, ammonia-based light. Is that... Thargoids. Okay, maybe I should get out of here.
System scan complete.
Anyway.
Frameshift drive charging. Critical.
I'm not melting. It's fine. When I start melting, it becomes an issue. But as you can see, I have not started melting. That was already like that. I can't really repair it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I only have access to Felicity first, so my power line isn't active yet. I should have probably gotten another Guardian technology module fragment. Grab more materials off the pylons. I just didn't want to have to do all that, so yeah.
Fuel scooping.
I have biomass. I don't
Fuel
know.
scooping complete.
It might be here.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know that either.
Frameshift drive charging.
Frame shift car driving. by shoving this FSD onto the asp. It'd probably be pretty good.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Maneuver! Frameshift drive operating beyond drive. Lil. Drive operating beyond Lil. One jump. One massive jump. Absolute unit of a jump.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, fuel skipping. Fuel skipping complete.
Wait, I probably should have gone to the star that sells the stuff first. Okay, this is... I don't really care what price I'm just gonna go. What does that mean? Anyway. Yeah, this would be... Nah, it's too far. Wait, no, is it? No, that's actually in range. Anyway, oh right, yeah, the White Dwarf highway that's around here. I don't know why there's so many White Dwarfs around
Frameshift
here.
drive
It's
charging.
just, there is, and... Yeah.
Four, three, two, one.
safety and then do a normal jump, like a normal range jump, then it'll just make it cost a lot less. Its fuel calculations are done based off of your jump range. And not your,
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
and not just distance. Well, it's a function of distance and so if your jump range goes up, as you just saw there on my fuel indicator, your fuel use will go down for a jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Three jumps to zero. Wait,
4,
I don't have a cargo rack.
2, 1.
Do I have a cargo rack? I don't have a cargo rack. They have outfitted a cargo rack, right?
Fuel skipping.
Which also doesn't have a cargo rack. It also doesn't have a cargo rack. Or it doesn't. Whatever.
Warning. Temperature.
I can't remember if it's a cargo rack or
Fuel
another
skipping
ammunition.
complete.
KFMU. Okay. Well, it's a bit of an issue.
Frameshift drive charging.
Going back to the lighthouse because while this technically will be slower, it's just more fun to jump halfway across the bowl.
3,
It's
2, 1.
remember my Q-Lac had like an 80 like jump range. It sucked, but I thought it was amazing. Then my Honda had similar. And then I realized how to get materials from mining.
Fuel
Probably
skipping.
the most profit I've ever made from mining is just materials.
Fuel skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Dream Jift Cry Larging.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait, I didn't type /s. Okay.
Fuel skipping. Fuel skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, yeah, Squadron Chat also works, but...
Four, three, two, one.
Oh, I'm about to wow.
Fuel skipping. Fuel skipping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three,
honestly the fuel use. I want to see what it says. It's so much it doesn't even register.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
There we go. So for any friends of mine who doesn't know how to supercharge LSD, you have to have a fuel scoop. And you have to scoop it from the, as you just saw, the jet codes of neutron stars or white dwarfs.
Frameshift drive
Then
charging.
there used to be some quasars you could fuel scoop from, but those are black holes and they don't use such a rich LSD anymore. I once went to see a black hole recently. Flew around a fighter.
3, 2, 1.
Flew around G97. The Anaconda thing with all the bobbleheads, that's something from my Anaconda. I put all the bobbleheads in my Anaconda slots. I've made them all have Anacondas.
Fuel scooping.
I don't have an Anaconda anymore.
Fuel scooping
Not
complete.
even so I can afford the cutter itself, so I can afford the outfit. Because I can afford the cutter itself. And no, I do not use a docking computer. That will become very apparent once I get here. You will see me pull 300 meters a second through the mail slot in the station. But I do use Superman to sell stuff. It's just easy. Oh, it's gonna be so many jobs to get out to the commodity station. Like, they might sell them here. They might sell the thing. The hardware diagnostic scanner. I need to buy 8 hardware diagnostic scanners. /S. Minus. I love how the bobbleheads just grate on
Charlie Flight Oscar. We are happy to have you, Commander. Please note that all station services are at your disposal. Access granted. Clear to land at Docking Bay 20.
Although the thrusters on this are incredibly low, incredibly good because I engineered them, so 20.
Attention, Commander. You need to reduce your speed.
There it is. I completely missed.
Landing gear deployed.
Ow. Ow.
successful. Commence power down. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
But why do my FSD take damage? What? Okay. First, switch ships. Switch ships. Wait, no, what I should have done first was check outfitting. How long is this gonna be loading? There we go. Okay. There goes my power. Yeah, you really need to upgrade the shield generator, but I do have a cargo rack. Okay. Module and hull reinforcement packages. Interdictor and an AFMU. But first, I am going to actually check if I can shove a cargo rack on this, because this ship has... The reason this ship's a lot more engineered is because it's a jump ship. And I didn't know that Felicity did thrusters and power plants and stuff with the cutter, because I just used Engineer's remote workshop thing. Engineer's workshop, whatever. You just call it whatever you want, I don't care. Just Wait, I wanna see I wanna show you my modification. Just grab like 8 tissues at the same time. How? Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit sniffly. So. Okay, I'm back. I almost sold my my AM cutter. That would have been a dumb move. That would have been what's known in the industry as something stupid. I mean, it gave me enough money to rebuy it.
Shields online.
Watching the ship simply die. Yeah, I probably should take the interdictor off of this thing. I only use it to mess with my friend, and this thing isn't maneuverable enough currently to do that effectively, so... Goodbye. And... AFMU. Apply. Let's see, this shouldn't...
Shields online.
I'm gonna have to do something dumb that a lot of players don't like. But, if this doesn't work properly, I'm going to. But if it does fly at all, okay, not so.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship uncoupled. Maintain correct lane on
Alright.
exit.
I almost break my joystick flying this thing. But it is like the biggest ship in the game. It is not moving. Or it is not breaking, rather. Because shield difference. Yeah, this thing can go at an alright speed. I need to go engineer its thrusters and power plant. Better yet, already a power plant. That, if possible. I don't actually know if it is. Okay. Also, yes, I do use a different paint job than a default one. Okay, let's see how many jumps this is gonna be. 5. Okay, that's not that bad. That's just like one more. This thing again. 34.
Frameshift
That
drive
over
charging.
Max, so, yeah. Wait, no. My Keelmax sucked. It was 80 supercharged. That means it was 20. But I couldn't afford it, so
2, 1.
I kind of miss the old shipyard UI. I think it was a lot better. I should have recorded a lot better. But it's nice. I miss a lot of the UIs, but not. I don't miss the UI that
Fuel
carrier
scooping.
updates and that was like you could reveal and stock and stuff. It was kind of simpler, but
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel
and that's why I need to upgrade the fuel scoop to like literally cost more than the ship does, but than the stock ship does. So yeah. Now I
Frameshift
have
drive
two
charging.
items, so stuff will work faster, and I can repair it, and they can repair each other. I can't speak. Also, the cargo rack was for limpets. I was carrying
4,
repair.
3, 2, 1.
Although limpets do so yeah, but for a fucking ban this game, didn't even do. Frontier got the wrong guy. Or yeah, he didn't do it, and they just saw him
Warning.
do it.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety
Of it,
limits.
and they just
Frameshift drive
he
supercharged.
hadn't had a friend that was playing with me yesterday yet, so yeah. We were just in a team.
Frameshift drive
Also,
charging.
they should have realized that he was friended with me, and I was friended with the dude. And he was giving money to the new friend that had just got the game, so we didn't have to deal with the
4,
side.
3, 2, 1.
Quit the game immediately. There's a being such a slow start. Once you get like $1 million and you can afford a trade vessel, that's kind of what you need. Just a trade vessel. Yeah, you should probably watch the live chat instead of just the streaming. That's why I'm watching on my iPad. This isn't the game that you should stream. It's better to stream like a game where there's more
Fuel scooping.
whatever. And I can do the VTOL VR mission stuff. Watching one.
Warning. Temperature critical.
I know it'll say one watching if you're watching the stream. It's like the one currently is my iPad to check the chat. So yeah.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
Ah. That's not the best, is it? I mean, it's perfectly recoverable. But I don't think there should be smoke coming out of my console. I really don't think the ship should be melting. Yes, I do have flake areas hidden. How can you tell? There we go.
Module repaired. Thrusters online. Shields offline. Module repaired.
I did not mean to just shut off the beam laser. I
Module
meant to
repaired.
just hit the repair button and I accidentally hit the shut off button.
Module repaired. Module repaired.
Oh, it seems the larger ones are faster too. But also, like, synthesized premium would be a lot faster.
Module repaired.
Fine.
Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired. Shields online. Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired.
Yeah, this isn't as engineered as my crate. I should probably
Module
go,
repaired.
to be honest. Well, it is actually, wait, no, yeah, it's engineered about as much. It's engineered a bit less, but...
Module repaired. Module repaired.
Jeez, what happened to the cargo hatch?
Module repaired.
It's just dead.
Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired.
Jeez, isn't this just exhilarating?
Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired. Module repaired.
Module reinforcement package repair.
Frameshift drive charging.
Up now. If you're wondering how to do that, because you are really stupid and can't figure out how to play the game, it's auto fuel maintenance unit. So
4, 3,
they have to
2,
be,
1.
they're alright with speed unless you have to be like my Green Phantom, which is just for like maybe if I get caught up in some combat on accident, I get caught in a firefight, I can repair stuff like cockpit canopy
Fuel skipping.
or FSD. Just to get out there.
Fuel skipping complete. Warning, temperature critical.
Can war? Yep, can war. I don't use auto dock or launch for this either. That was clear for that was clear for must have been clear for earlier when I was launching because I was complaining about how horribly maneuverable this ship is. Probably because I need to engineer its thrusters and get better thrusters and a power plant and all sorts of stuff. So right now I'm unlocking the Guardian Shield reinforcement package. And I need the commodity before I'll James. Also, if you're wondering what Layton is trade, and I can bring you here. There you go. Lost the video. Watching the stream archive, which you certainly are because it was just me watching the stream on my iPad. The one view, the one viewer. Yeah. I should probably go do some more trades so I can afford more than 2 rebuys. Yeah. NR is a good tool. Doesn't like to use them.
Mike Oscar. Stock of workers to
Very
align
hard tools
Flight
to play
safety
this
quality
game.
and around the starboard. Access granted. Clear to land on pad 2-4.
Scan detected.
My friend just texted me something. What the heck? What? What? I'm not gonna say this because it seems like it's a wrap, and I don't want to. Yeah, it's a wrap. That's for sure. I do not want to get copyright strike. Copy stricken. Copy. I don't know. Now I am reminded as to why this thing isn't as maneuverable as I think it should be. Because it's like twice the size of the landing pad that it's designed for, so it's literally as wide as the landing pad.
Touchdown. Ignition system shut down. Happy to have you, Commander.
That's probably copyrighted. Hardware diagnostic sensor. Commodities market. Agent shock mounts. Stuff. Hardware diagnostic sensor. 8. Wait, I do need 8, right? So let me manage toolbox. Yep, 8. Okay. Right, I need to sell all my exploration data that I have way too much of. I'll do that at Jameson. It's fine. Dude, are you okay? Friend is continuing to spit nonsense.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints disengaged. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
Nah. Only up to the airlock. I'm not gonna actually observe when passing through. I'm just gonna what am I stuck on? I'm gonna go full speed straight through.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear to plot your own course. We look forward to your return, Commander.
I'm not ever gonna return. I would go to Dav's Hope, but that's also pretty boring. I mean, it's more interesting than just scanning the same box again. I probably should have done that.
Fuel scooping.
Did. So that I would have enough Metropolis data for the rest of the modules.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'm streaming. Please don't give me a copyright strike.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so OBS. A microphone. Yes. Yes.
4, 3, 2.
I said I'm streaming. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Please stop. I don't know. It sounds like someone you just took the song from somewhere. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. Well, it's not the same stream, but yeah, you just go to my channel from that, so... Bro, I really need to put the 8A fuel scoop on this ship.
Temperature critical. Fuel scooping.
What'd you say your FSD was? 7A? I also have a 7A frameshift drive in this. But guess what FSD is in my Crate Phantom? The one with the 42 light year jump range? A 5A. What?
Frameshift drive charging.
It has more jump range than you do, so... Because it's got grade 5 increased FSD range.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I am now seeing streaming and watching it. You say you want to become an executive.
Fuel scooping.
I would actually like to see that in the Great Phantom. Just target my cockpit canopy with missiles, because missiles take out modules. So if there were to sub-targets on me and target cockpit
Warning.
canopy,
Temperature critical.
I want to see how fast I can repair.
Fuel scooping complete.
I would actually like to see. I don't even have guns on it anyway, so. But I have 4A beam laser on this ship, so yeah. I should probably go do the FedRank grind so I can get like 2 4A beam lasers or 4A multi-cannon and 4A beam laser. Or make an AX build and then go kill some scouts.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't make any money anyway. And the only other person that's using stream is me on my iPad monitoring. Just leaves the stream, so you're the only one watching.
Fuel scooping.
Also, you're gonna see me supercharge my FSD and jump. One sec, let me do 30 times 4 on my head. I am not ready for
Fuel
schooling.
scoop disengaged.
What? Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, 1200. Not 1200, 120. That's the. I don't know where I got 1200 from. I think I just failed to speak. 120. You're gonna see me jump 120 light years.
4, 3, 2,
Because, actually, it's not exactly 30 light years, but I don't know the exact amount. And I'm already on my stars. But you're gonna see me supercharging, which it's useful for explorations. I start a lot of expeditions from here because, well, you saw that video talking about the 172 light year jump range that I sent you.
warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Get out of this stupid jet code, 137 light years. And without the commodities I'm carrying for unlocking something, it'd be and without point defense and stuff, points would be 143. I almost did shift tab to do the galaxy map. That would have been dumb. No, I want to get a federal Corvette so I can kill them. You watching the stream? Did you see my jump range? Exist, and the Thargoids also kinda destroyed an entire system. And a megaship.
Frameshift drive
Also, I'm
charging.
kind of annoyed they removed UA bombing from the game. That was a neat feature that I never used or experienced. It was where you could get the unknown artifacts that Thargoids leave, and since they corrode cargo racks, if you sold enough of them to a station in the black market, the station would be shut down. And the way you would repair it is by giving it a ton of meta alloys, because that's the only Thargoid thing that doesn't corrode you. Grinding. That's basically the entire game. There's a lot to do, but there's not much content.
Fuel scooping.
Actually a good question. It's just because I like going out and exploring space. Because every single one of the stars in this game
Fuel scoop disengaged.
is real. I mean, the systems aren't because it's a randomly generated thing.
Frameshift drive
Unless
charging.
it's like Shinra Ezra or some like system with stations and stuff. That has to be manually done. But every single star in this game, minus the system around it, just the stars, does exist. So the idea, like, I have an app on my iPad that shows me where, like, to the Pleiades sector a while back to unlock Felicity Farseer because you need that alloys. And I actually looked up where the Pleiades Nebula was.
Temperature critical. Fuel
It
scooping complete.
emits, well, it probably does emit visible light. It's just redshifted to the point of being IR, distance and stuff. But, like, I was actually 400 light years away. My ship was in a system that I could physically locate in real life, and I just like that premise. That's why I like exploration. I mean, it gets me to leave the game because the long trip's back, but that's kind of negated by me no longer using the keelback with a 20 light year jump range. So yeah, if you want to do exploration, you're gonna I can't speak. You're gonna need to have a good exploration ship to not leave the game at the side of your turn. Because typically, you would start an expedition from like Jackson's Lighthouse because it's a neutron star, so it'll boost your jump range by 4 times. And yeah, but you don't get access to that jump boost on the way back to it. So you have to do more jumps. You have to do 4 more jumps on the way there, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're just bored out of your mind from jumping back and stuff, it can get a little bit I mean, a Conda can be a pretty good exploration ship if you outfit it right. You're good at engineering, but yeah. I should have probably changed the stream title to heading back to the bubble and unlocking the Guardian shield reinforcement instead of just screwing around, but who cares? I mean, I could do it if I figured it out. Oh, it auto-detected the game. That's neat. YouTube auto-detected it. Alright, that's neat. Find that neat. Also, the reason my sensors look so weird and you can't see the arrow in the middle of them is because I have them fully zoomed out. That's why the yellow bar was at the throttle's edge instead of the temperature range's edge. That's the sensor zoom.
Gudemaya, Charlie, Mike, Oscar. It's good to see you, Commander. Please enjoy your stay at this facility. Access authorized. Clear to land at docking bay
My shadow on the
25.
station, I can't really ever get over that. It's because the shadow is massive.
Scan detected.
Ship, slow down. I can't maneuver you as well as the Great Phantom, so I can't bring you in at 300 meters a second. Partially because that's your boost max speed, not just your regular max throttle speed. Because this town over here. And also it's my home station. Yes. You can see it on the landing in like a couple of seconds when the screen finally catches up. You can see how large it is. I mean, you've seen it on foot. I showed you, remember? That one time. But you will be able to see it about now on the landing place,
Greetings, Commander.
on the little landing hologram. Advanced maintenance, perils for droids. Internal repairs, yep. Tech broker, core modules, shield reinforcement. I hit the unlock button. There we go. Time to go to outfitting to put the shield reinforcement on the ship. Probably gonna replace like module reinforcement or something, or hull reinforcement. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna replace with. Or I don't know what I'm gonna. Yeah, with it. I don't know what just happened to that sentence. Nothing good, surely, but yeah. Please don't say it uses power. Oh, a whole reinforcement package, because that's what. Cell module. Guardian shield reinforcement package. It does. Oh, it does draw power. That's a bit of an issue. Well, it's better than cell banks, I'll tell you that much. Okay, as long as it's under 123. Okay, yeah. My stuff should be able to deal with this. There we go. Everything's just spontaneously turning on. Guardian shield reinforcement package. You know what I really should have grabbed? The Guardian power plant. And then I should have gone and engineered that. Instead of grabbing the shield reinforcement package. That was a bit of a mistake. Time to go 500 million light years out again. It's not, although unlocking the, getting the actual blueprint fragments is a lot less boring than just getting the obelisk data. Because the obelisk data is for, it's just scanning rocks. The actual blueprint fragments, you have to shoot at things and stuff to get it. It's a lot better. Nobody. Nah. Okay. Do I have power conduits? I'm asking a question to myself. I do have enough Guardian power conduits. Okay. That's good. I just need pattern epsilon obelisk data, which means I need to go scan more rocks. I'm probably just gonna do that off stream, and I need heat resistance. I also need the blueprint fragment, but those are pretty easy to get. They just are a bit tedious. I mean, this was a lot more fun than scanning rocks for like an hour straight. Do I have heat resistant ceramics? I do not. Okay, one sec. Let me use this toolbox. Heat resistant ceramics. Drop swing killing transport ships. Okay, I'm just gonna go to a material trader for that. Because I don't feel like combat right now. Okay, I mean, I could go and see if I could grab more wake echoes and stuff, but it's a lot more tedious if I don't have a friend that's just constantly jumping. What?
I'm not jumping.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to scan the FSD wake left. Wait, no, not plot route. Wasn't he banned though?
I don't know, I haven't heard from him in like a week.
Oh, right, yeah. Texas Lighthouse. Plot a route there.
Got him
I mean, I think maybe one of the reasons they got him was because you weren't friended with him yet, and so they thought he was IRL trading, and so they didn't get the wrong guy. They just completely misunderstood what was going on because you weren't friended with him yet, and ghosted me. And so they thought he was IRL trading with you. it so that we didn't have to deal with a sidewinder on our team. Because we all had condos, and now I have a cutter. So if you were still in like a holler or something with trade or like a Type 6, that would have been a bit annoying, but also, are you gonna like get on or?
Frameshift drive charging.
Understandable. Why? What?
You have left the no-fire zone. Be careful out there, Commander.
But why because of me?
4, 3.
I literally removed the interdictor. I can show you the module screen. I don't have an interdictor on it anymore. I won't interdict you again. I just did that to try and show you the cutter. No, I interdicted you twice, and in between those, an NPC interdicted you. That physically couldn't have been me because my FSD was still cooling down.
Fuel scooping complete.
Because the maneuverability kind of sucks on the cutter. No, it's because I need to upgrade my thrusters and I just forgot to. And I didn't know that Felicity did thrusters.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, that's what I was gonna do.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. Star. I would not delay crash into you. That was not at all what I meant to say.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my cutter, jump to Deciat or Deciat, I don't know how to pronounce it. DECIAT. And then head over to Felicity Farseer and upgrade my stuff. She's an engineer, the only one I have unlocked currently. Actually, wait, one sec. Is she? I may have accidentally unlocked the others at some point. The Dweller, Jerry Ishmark. Oh, I do. Oh. Okay, I do have 2 others unlocked. Power distributors and pulse lasers, mines and missiles and scanners. Okay. FSDs and shield generators. Okay. From your career start location. Yep. So let's do those shield generators. That's neat. I could go over there and provide soon-till relics, whatever the heck those are. There's probably fleet carriers selling them right around his base. I can go upgrade my shields after doing my thrusters. Because my thrusters are currently the limiting factor for actually getting better shield generator and my cutter. The thrusters straight up can't move any more mass. So I need to go upgrade my power plant and my thrusters. And that was why I was going out to the Guardian site. I'll do that at some point in the future. Oh. I love how the bobbleheads just snap in half when the stream frameshift drive leaves
Delacey, Charlie, Mike, Oscar.
hyperspace.
Welcome
see one of my amazing dockings that weren't dangerous in the slightest. What are you talking about? They're slightly dangerous. No, they're not. It's only 300 meters a second being pulled through a mail slot. It's fine. I just completely missed my landing pad. I just boosted. That was stupid. Ow. This is the most standard. This is the best. This is a completely normal landing. Nothing strange going on here. I definitely didn't just completely ruin this ship.
Ship is on the ground, engaging docking restraints. You are most welcome, Commander.
Anyway. Hubert, did you see that landing? I straight up just completely broke the shields and brought the ship down to half health. So I decided to boost once I was inside the station. Right. Four jumps. Okay, that's not that bad. Oh, nice. That's a lot of vegetables. Okay.
The dark.
Yep.
The dark wheel.
Oh, they're out there, all right. I've never met them, but I know they're out there. Think about how well known the stories are. Now think about how easy it would be for some two-bit band of hucksters to pass themselves off as the Dark Wheel and start trading on their reputation. Doesn't
Yeah, I
happen,
know they're
does it?
because they
Not for
operate
long,
out of the
anyway.
system.
Whenever someone tries to usurp the Dark Wheel name, sooner or later,
Landing gear
Landing restraints
activated.
lifted. Maintain correct lane on exit.
they get quietly shut down. And that's how I know.
Felicity
hello.
Farsi, Explorer. The Dark Wheel is the name given to a legendary group of adventurers, explorers, investigators, and treasure hunters, the existence of which is so lacking in corroborative evidence that it is
Scan detected.
generally considered a myth. The group is often mentioned in connection with the equally unsubstantiated Raxxla. Those who believe in the existence of the Dark Wheel consider it to be a continuous and clandestine organization, operating since the very earliest days
Frameshift drive charging.
of interstellar travel. According to the law, only a handful of the bravest and most competent pilots of each generation are honored with an invitation to join the group. It is a futile
4, 3, 2, 1.
attempt to contact the Dark Wheel on one's own initiative. However, it is always they who initiate contact, initially in disguise, revealing their true identity only once a suitable test of courage and skill has been discreetly administered and passed. Opposing theories
Fuel scooping.
assert that new members are selected on the basis of lineage, with existing members covertly training their children and revealing the fact of their membership only when the child is ready. Conversely,
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping
some
complete.
members are believed to go to great lengths to prevent their children from ever becoming involved, since the group's secrets are dangerous. According to the self-professed Dark Wheel expert Lita Crane, a conspiracy theorist and people's journalist who has painstakingly assembled an archive of relevant data, the original group was based in a disused starport, orbiting the 8th moon of an unnamed gas giant. The station was a toroid, hence wheel, and operated with a minimal power output so as to avoid detection, hence dark.
Frameshift drive charging.
Crane believes that this starport is still in use, and is the only means whereby the genuine Dark Wheel can verify its identity. New inductees can examine the records and artifacts preserved there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And thus satisfy themselves that the group has indeed been operating for centuries. No such starport has ever been found, however, and rival experts have accused Crane of forging her evidence in order to maintain the revenue from her billions of followers. Over the years, many people have claimed to be
Fuel scooping.
members of the Dark Wheel, to have identified some or all of the group's members, or to have discovered the group's location. But the contradictory nature of these claims suggests that most,
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping
if not
complete.
all, are untrue. In 3300, a group identifying itself as the Dark Wheel emerged in the Shinrata Desra system, which is not accessible to pilots of lower than elite rank. It is not apparent if the group is a legitimate descendant of the original Dark Wheel, a reconstruction,
Frameshift drive charging.
or merely an opportunistic imitator.
Codex.
Ready to engage.
Knowledge base. Targets. Human Thargoid contact.
The Thargoids. Human Thargoid contact. The Thargoids
4, 3, 2, 1.
are a non-human race with a history of hostility towards humanity. The first recorded encounter with a Thargoid ship took place in 2849, although earlier undocumented encounters are believed to have taken place. In the years that followed, contact with lone Thargoid vessels was intermittently
Fuel scooping.
reported. Humanity clashed with the Thargoids in the 32nd century, but details of the conflict remained scarce for many years, and it proved difficult to
Warning. Temperature critical.
differentiate authentic
Fuel scooping complete.
accounts of Thargoid encounters from the sensationalist media stories of the time. The discovery of abandoned intergalactic Naval Reserve arm bases in 3303 did much to dispel the fog,
Okay.
however. The INRA, a joint federal imperial initiative established in 3193,
Set an alarm
was
for
responsible
3:45.
for researching the Thargoids and developing technologies to counter their aggression. But the organization's lack of accountability meant that the details of its research did not come to light until years after its dissolution. Almost all of the reliable data concerning
Frameshift drive charging.
the Thargoids has been sourced from INRA facilities. This data, originally deemed highly confidential, was declassified in 3304, following a resolution from the federal government and an
4, 3, 2, 1.
decree.
Dude, are you still
Some
watching the stream?
controversy over the backing and funding of the INRA remains, however.
Are you hearing the lore that I'm listening to? Yeah, I did actually tell Siri to set an alarm because that's my violin lesson.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, I don't want to do either.
Fuel scooping
I would much rather
complete.
do cross country than the violin lesson, and I don't like team meetings because they just take too long. But no. Not individuals, Thargoids society. Like.
The Thargoids Society. The INRA discovered that Thargoid society is organized into hives, with most Thargoids falling into three categories: queens, princesses, and drones.
Xenohunting?
Queens function as reproducers, while drones serve to maintain a favorable
Okay.
environment for the rest of the hive.
But there's
Thargoid hives can be vast, although it may be that some of the larger observed groups are in fact multiple, overlapping hives. Ultimately, little is known for sure. The average Thargoid queen is at least as intelligent as a human being, while the typical drone possesses a more rudimentary level of intelligence. Existing evidence suggests that queens have extremely long lifespans, living for hundreds or even thousands of years. The variable size of queens' neurocraniums suggests this might be an indicator of age. Little is known about the precise nature of Thargoid reproduction, but it is likely that queens can reproduce both sexually, with other queens, and asexually. It is thought that the latter method produces drones, while the former produces a new queen. Analysis of Thargoid specimens led some INRA researchers to believe that a new queen, or princess, becomes a full queen only once it has produced drones of its own. Significantly, queens are believed to be single-sex. The Thargoids' ability to reproduce asexually means that their populations can expand incredibly quickly, but it is thought that they deliberately restrict the size of the populace so as not to deplete all available resources. There is evidence to suggest that this is sometimes achieved by culling older drones. INRA testing indicated that queens perceive drones as entirely expendable, presumably due to the ease with which they can be replaced. Indeed, a Thargoid queen appears to give no more thought to the loss of a drone than a human would an eyelash.
Hey, you want to see a cockpit tour? I can understand how you misinterpreted that.
The Thargoids. Communication.
You want to see
The belief that Thargoids were
the
capable
mound
of
the
some
cockpit,
form
I
of
can see
extrasensory
from
communication
my command chair.
was often cited in the early years of human-Thargoid interaction. But prior to the discovery of INRA records, it was not fully understood. Professor Yuri Anslow of the INRA theorized that a Thargoid queen can communicate with the drones in its hive
Understand.
via a spread-spectrum
Look at the-
electronic signal, and can
look at
use
the
this
screen.
signal to control the drones, and even to share their sensory input. Studies of battlefield footage certainly
at
suggest
home
some
right
kind
now.
of near-instantaneous communication among Thargoids,
My
and the
grandpa's
presence of
dead.
low-level radio noise in areas occupied by Thargoids indicates that they do
Yeah, he
indeed
died
communicate
when,
via
I
short-range
had to go to the
electronic
funeral in the
signals.
middle of chapel.
Professor Anslow went on to claim that a queen could
Wednesday,
effectively see and hear through its drones,
Xavier.
but her contemporaries were skeptical, dismissing the assertion as baseless. Professor Ishmael Palin, one of the galaxy's foremost experts on the Thargoids,
Why can't you
has
get
even
up
gone
and
so
move
far as
around
to
the
denounce Anslow as a glory hound. Thargoids have been known to make staccato clicking noises with their mouthparts
But-
when in the presence of humans,
Even-
punctuated with occasional hisses and buzzes. They've also been observed directing such noises at one another, albeit much less frequently. Professor Albert Tesreau,
Even
a founding
the
member of
friggin'
the Joint
developers said
Superpower
that-
Initiative, AEGIS, and a specialist in interspecies communication, has studied INRA audio logs
They didn't
and suggested
friggin'
that the sounds
implement it.
probably represent some kind of language due to the repetition of certain
Yeah.
sound combinations. It is unclear why the Thargoids would sometimes choose to communicate with each other vocally, given their capacity for extrasensory communication. Professor Anslow suggested that the sounds could be designed to intimidate enemies or opponents, noting that Thargoids often produce them prior to combat. Thargoid ships have been observed emitting a complex array of sounds, and in some cases subtly changing color. The exact meaning of these behaviors has not been determined, but they appear to correspond to different emotional states. What is not known is if these sounds are produced by the pilot and amplified by the ship,
What?
or emitted by the ship itself. If the sounds originate with the pilot, it would suggest some kind of physiological connection between pilot and vessel. Given the sophistication of Thargoid bioengineering, however,
The only
it is
other
possible
person
that the
watching this
sounds
stream
come from the
is
ship
me.
itself, and that Thargoid ships are able to feel and communicate to a limited
Okay, so
degree.
there's
The hulls of
two
Thargoid
viewers. One
ships
is
are
you.
typically emblazoned with one of several
The other is
symbols,
me.
Orbital flight engaged.
Only here to
the
monitor
meaning
chat.
of which is unknown. Some have theorized that they could denote membership
the
of
call.
a particular familial group, or possibly
Yeah.
be an indicator of rank.
I just muted myself instead of turning off the camera. Whoops. Knowledge base. Turquoids. Physiology.
The Thargoids. Physiology. Human understanding of Thargoid physiology is far from complete, but recovered INRA data has offered some insights into their nature. INRA records describe the average
why you have to go to
Thargoid
the
as
doctor?
physically larger than a human being, and generally insectoid
Why do you
in
need the
appearance.
surgery?
Thargoid biology is carbon-based,
Like, what
using
happened?
an RNA-like
You good?
encoding for
Like-
biological information. But Thargoid chemistry is based on ammonia rather than water. Consequently, while Thargoids
Hubert.
can comfortably tolerate environments as cold as -80 degrees Celsius, they cannot
Still
withstand
there?
environments warmer than 45 degrees Celsius for long. According to notes compiled by Dr.
Hubert.
Peregrine Hennig, an INRA
Hubert.
researcher, Thargoids can survive for a significant time in the vacuum of space without apparent discomfort, and can tolerate radiation and extreme cold for far longer than a human. The Thargoids. Vulnerabilities. In 3151, the INRA developed a biological weapon known as the mycoid virus for use against the Thargoids. The virus was the result of an accidental discovery made by an INRA researcher who noted that a particular strain of fungus was found to thrive on the hulls of Thargoid vessels and appeared to be digesting the material of which the ship was made. The INRA refined the fungal strain and began experimenting on living Thargoids in their spacecraft. The mycoid
there's another
proved to
person
have
watching.
deleterious effects on
Whoever you
both,
are, please
leading to
say
the swift
something in the
elimination
live
of the
chat.
Thargoids active in human-occupied
Probably
space at
Lewis.
the time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is widely assumed that since the last human-Thargoid conflict, the Thargoids have developed an immunity to the mycoid virus. The Thargoids, starships. In terms of structure and function, Thargoid vessels are radically different from anything produced by humanity, and are able to navigate hyperspace in ways that are not fully understood. They are also at least partly organic, meaning that they can self-repair or heal over time. Ship function in general, and this restorative ability in particular, have been shown to be dependent upon the so-called Thargoid hull.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 08.
Oh, which one
A
is that?
biomechanical organ found in varying quantities in different Thargoid ships. These hearts often survive the destruction of the ship, enabling them to be salvaged, although they can also be targeted and damaged with appropriate weaponry. They are highly corrosive, however, and require special containers for safe transport. Thargoid vessels that have sustained combat damage exhibit scar-like patterns. Given that Thargoid technology is sophisticated enough for such damage to be repaired, it follows that the Thargoids might deliberately choose to
Warning. Landing gear not deployed.
preserve these scars. INRA logs document an encounter with a Thargoid mothership,
Landing gear deployed.
many times larger than other Thargoid craft, against which the mycoid virus was successfully deployed, although no such vessels have been reported in recent times.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints. Your arrival has been noted.
Okay, so that was... What? Oh.
The Thargoids. Structures. Dozens of planets in human-occupied space are peppered with Thargoid barnacles, biological resource extractors that convert minerals into meta-alloys, a key component in the creation of Thargoid vehicles and technology. Theories that these barnacles have been genetically engineered by the Thargoids have yet to be verified. Larger structures, referred to as Thargoid surface sites, have also been discovered. These sites typically consist of a
Shields offline.
spiral-shaped structure,
Shields online.
within a shallow crater, beneath which lies a series of tunnels. At the heart of this subsurface network is a device that, once activated, emits a holographic star map. The sites are patrolled by semi-sentient biomechanical entities called scavengers.
I need to get specialized in legacy firmware. I don't have that anywhere at all. E-breach. Stuff. Wait, what if I disembark? Can I? I cannot. Oh, I can. I wanna see what's going on here. What's going on here? I forget how large my ship is. That is a point defense turret right there. Why can't you jump on foot on stations in Sublime? The heck? Yeah, that's a point defense turret. These are the main thrusters. That's one. That's one. That's one. That's one. That's one. I think I already said that one. So that's one. And that's one. Oh, there's just nothing. Not even a lift. There's just a chair. Oh, auxiliary workshop. Oh. That's a
Wherever you intend to travel next, I should be able to help. You've got some light years behind you now, Commander. Should I be jealous yet?
Okay.
Glory awaits, Commander.
Yep. I thought this said engineer 08. What? Anyway, where is... Soontil relics, so I can unlock that other engineer and impress them with my massive ship. Wait, she's in every hangar. That doesn't make any sense at all. The way this works is it just folds in half at that joint. I've seen it retract. Bro, how are you even supposed to walk up these stairs? Anyway. I'm in the ship. Okay, so first to, look at engineers. Okay. This dude. Okay, shield generators. Initial contract, okay. Cahoon. Soontil relics at Cheranovsky City in something. No, I'm not gonna come over here. I'm gonna grab like a I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that at some point. Oh, okay, so you have to use WASD. Where? Soontil that weird system name? Four jumps. Okay. Five settlements in Colonia. Colonia. Ooh. Hid message. Amazing. Amazing chat by Hubert there.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Jeez, this thing is rolled out. This thing actually flies. Thanks, Felicity. It's very much so needed. Ah, yes, my favorite route. Straight through
Disengaging
the ground.
automated flight control routine. Safe travels, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yes. Oh wait, I didn't finish up that codex stuff. I was too busy actually fixing up my ship to be maneuverable. At all.
The Thargoids, war with the Guardians. Archaeological records have revealed that the extinct, non-human civilization known as the Guardians experienced conflict with the Thargoids many thousands of years ago. Logs recovered from Guardian sites indicate that the Thargoids were the aggressor in this conflict, having seeded Guardian space with biomechanical constructs used for resource extraction long before the emergence of the Guardian civilization. The Thargoids apparently believed they were entitled to uncontested dominion of the territory. The Guardians attempted to communicate with the Thargoids and reach a compromise, but without success. Over the course of the conflict, the Guardians developed new technologies to give them an advantage against the Thargoids. These technologies were apparently successful, forcing the Thargoids to abandon their offensive.
Wow. That was so detailed. It's like half a paragraph. Literally this much.
The Thargoids. Agenda. Thargoids do not attack indiscriminately, and their choice of targets shows them to be highly intelligent. They have also conducted targeted strikes on Aegis facilities and
Frameshift drive charging.
And frameshift.
attacked pilots carrying Thargoid items in their cargo holds, indicating that they know they are being studied and want to halt the process. But despite their evident intelligence, they appear to be completely uninterested.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Still in meaningful communication. The engineer Ramtar, who has extensively researched the Guardians and their war with the Thargoids, holds the view that Thargoid aggression is a product of territorialism. They seed an area with barnacles, thus laying claim to it, and return, sometimes many centuries
Fuel scooping.
later, to harvest the extracted resources. Any life form advanced enough to compete with them for the territory is treated as an enemy and summarily attacked.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Professor Palin concurs with this view, adding that the
Fuel
Thargoids
scooping complete.
are apparently so determined to eliminate any threats to their long-term survival, they will not tolerate any advanced species in close proximity. The Guardians. Introduction. The Guardians were
Frameshift drive charging.
The Guardian.
a non-human race that occupied a large area of space several million years ago.
Frameshift drive charge.
At its height, the Guardian civilization was technologically superior to human civilization of the 33rd century,
Ready to engage.
and occupied
4, 3, 2, 1.
an area of roughly equivalent size. The Guardians endured as a spacefaring civilization for at least 8,000 years before being destabilized by a lengthy civil war. The surviving Guardians were then destroyed by artificially intelligent machines of their own creation. The galaxy
Fuel scooping.
contains the ruins of dozens of Guardian settlements, and data logs recovered from these sites have allowed humanity to compile a remarkably detailed picture of Guardian
Warning. Temperature critical.
society.
Fuel scooping complete.
The Guardians. Early history. The Guardian Society originally consisted of groups of pack hunters who banded together for mutual protection before organizing themselves into clans. Even at
Frameshift drive charging.
this stage, the Guardians were highly intelligent, and they developed sophisticated hunting strategies that quickly saw them become their planet's apex predator. The Guardians' nascent civilization consisted
4, 3, 2, 1.
two discrete ethnic groups, one based primarily in the south of the planet and one in the north. As these groups expanded, they began to encroach on each other's territory, leading to a conflict that blossomed into civil war. The Northern Clan, despite being the smaller of the two groups,
Fuel scooping.
overcame their enemy swiftly and with minimal bloodshed, bringing the entirety of the Guardian civilization under their leadership. In the centuries,
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive
the Guardian
charging.
society developed rapidly. Despite their warlike instincts, the Guardians possessed a remarkable capacity for collaboration and compromise. Their willingness to defer immediate gains in favor of lasting societal benefit
4, 3, 2, 1.
allowed them to establish a stable, mutually cooperative society that was to remain peaceful and prosperous for thousands of years.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, at some point, I mean, actually, wait, no, yeah. It was alright. And then,
Fuel scooping.
Dark Blades came along, and everything.
Fuel scooping complete.
The Guardians. Technological era. Although the Guardian Society was in many ways a model of social equilibrium, the Guardians were nevertheless at the mercy of an insidious issue: overpopulation. As their civilization grew and the amount of available land and resources dwindled, the Guardians set their sights on interplanetary colonization. By this time, the Guardians had developed a rudimentary form of space travel. But as the pressures of overpopulation became more acute, the rate of technological progress accelerated, and the Guardians' imperfect starships were soon supplanted by fast, powerful spacefaring vessels. In the centuries that followed, the Guardian civilization expanded rapidly, eventually coming to occupy a region equal to that inhabited by present-day humanity. The Guardians' next major development was the creation of an interstellar communications system known as the Monolith Network. In addition to functioning as a comprehensive cultural archive, the network allowed those connected to it to freely and instantaneously share knowledge and ideas. The connection to the network was dependent on the use of neural implants, and some of the Guardians were uneasy about this fusion of biological and non-biological. The Guardians. War with the Thargoids. Tens of thousands of years earlier, when the Guardians were still a non-spacefaring race, a group of Thargoids entered what would later become Guardian space, looking for new systems to colonize. In addition to earmarking several systems containing ammonia worlds, they prepared a number of planets for occupation by seeding them with barnacles. These genetically modified constructs were designed to extract resources from a planet and transform them into resources more useful to the Thargoids.
Sorry.
For the Thargoids, seeding a planet with barnacles was an important step in preparing an area for occupation. The Thargoids did not return to these systems for thousands of years, and when they did, they discovered that a new race had occupied them, the Guardians. The Thargoids promptly attacked, due to their innate territorialism. The Guardians responded with a partial retreat, but they also started trying to find
Guten Maya, Charlie, Mike, Oscar. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking.
ways to communicate with the Thargoids, hoping to determine the cause of their aggression and perhaps negotiate a truce.
Access authorized. Please head directly for Bay 17.
After considerable effort, they succeeded in acquiring sufficient understanding of the Thargoids' language to determine the invaders' agenda, but they were unable to convince the Thargoids they bore them no ill will, and the Thargoids were unshakable in their belief that they must repel any race that posed a potential threat. The Guardians
1,000 meters from touchdown.
were left with no choice but to defend themselves militarily. At first, they deployed soldiers, but they quickly realized that drones and other
Lighting gear deployed.
mechanized defenses would be more effective against such a physically formidable enemy. Within a relatively short period of time, the Guardian
Confirmed contact. Engaging docking restraints. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
war machines became highly sophisticated, able to recognize Thargoid engineering and to operate entirely independently. Similarly, the Thargoid's biomechanical technology was engineered to identify anything of Guardian origin. To this day, many millions of years after the Guardians disappeared, Guardian artifacts are still able to recognize Thargoid technology. And Thargoid technology still reacts negatively to the presence of Guardian artifacts. The Guardians' war machines felt no fear, fatigue, or uncertainty. The Thargoids, meanwhile, had entered Guardian space unprepared for a protracted military campaign, and ultimately they were forced to retreat. For the Guardians, this was cause for celebration, but many still harbored doubts about the rapid rate of technological progress, doubts that the development of sophisticated military hardware had done nothing to alleviate. The Guardians. Final era. For decades, the Guardians have been experimenting with artificial intelligence, but the creation of the Monolith Network and the knowledge sharing it facilitated, dramatically accelerated the rate of progress. Soon, the Guardians' experiments bore fruit, resulting in the first fully sentient machines. These constructs were seen as a means to further enhance the Guardians' technological mastery, and were integrated into various aspects of their society. New neural implants were developed that connected the Guardians with both the constructs and the Monolith Network in a symbiotic circle. But not everyone was happy with this development. The Guardians had always venerated nature, and many saw this new paradigm as a perversion of the natural order. A schism emerged between the nature-worshipping traditionalists and the technologically minded progressives, a schism that widened with alarming speed. Efforts were made to diffuse the rising tension, but the traditionalists felt irrevocably alienated by the rapid rate of change. The constructs and the Monolith Network became scapegoats for all manner of social ills, and the traditionalists began to clamor for a return to simpler times. Ultimately, the ideological divergence proved insurmountable, and a second civil war erupted, quickly engulfing most of the Guardian star systems. In its early stages, the war was fought primarily by soldiers, but within a decade, and after significant and loss of life, most of the fighting was conducted remotely. The progressives fought their enemies with